I will never forget when I first read on one of those pregnancy apps that you have to monitor your caffeine intake when you're pregnant. I was like, no, don't tell me that. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do now to keep up with my toddler? Especially because this was more so I was learning when I was pregnant with our baby number 2. And then also thinking, wait a second, this is when I need more energy. And yet you're telling me I have to take away the thing that gives me energy. What do I do now? So I've been there, mama. If you're feeling drained, exhausted, or downright depleted lately, maybe you're a mix of all three. I totally understand how you feel. As a busy mom, especially one of littles, so we're talking kids 5 or under, it can be so easy for us to feel overwhelmed and desiring a nap like 24/7, right? Where you may be there right now, my goal is to not leave you there because I was there too, but I didn't stay stuck there. What I'm going to do is today, I'll be sharing with you my own personal 8 simple hacks that'll help unlock energy and release more vitality into your life. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, it's time to make that dream come true, mama. Let's dive in together and get you feeling more energized. Hey, mama, welcome to the Energized Mama podcast. Do you want a better work-life balance and more time and energy? Do you find yourself thinking, how can I add more hours into the day? Or are you Googling how to deal with mom guilt and can my marriage survive toddlers? Do you wake up with big goals only to feel overwhelmed and defeated when you have no one to help you and your littles aren't listening to you again? Hey, I'm Cheyanne. I too was an exhausted mom away from the help of my family. I too felt constantly drained with a strong-willed toddler and wished I could find balance between being a wife, a mom, stepmom, and entrepreneur. I wanted more energy to give myself and my husband, to discipline my kids confidently, and incorporate faith into our home. All the things, right? But I kept telling myself that I couldn't do it feeling this exhausted and without a community supporting around me. Until I found a healthy balance and endless energy in raising Jesus-loving littles. In this podcast, you will find that too. You will find time and energy boosting tips and tricks, guidance for disciplining your littles, and what to do when you have no help so that you will find balance between all your roles. Stop feeling drained and learn to trust your own mom tuition. Time to grab those headphones, pour that green smoothie, and get ready to get your daily energy boost. I've got you, mama. Before we start today's episode, I wanted to read you guys a quick review that I got from a dad recently. I don't have too many dads follow me on this podcast, but when they do, man, does it bless me. I wanted to share with you that he said, my podcast is so fun and helpful. He shares being a parent can be so hard in connecting with your kids and doing what's right by them is oftentimes a daunting task. It's so nice to feel that I can find support right here at the Energized Mama podcast and answers and how to do better by my children. Timmy, I just am so thankful that you feel that way. That is my heart and intention behind each and every episode. And I'm just so blessed that you gave me that review and let me know how I'm doing there. If you'd like to leave me a review, please join Timmy and the other crew and head on over to Apple Podcasts where you can share with me what you think about this episode, the podcast, and you never know, you might just hear me read it aloud on a future episode. And away we go. I promised you 8 hacks and we are going to dive right into them because I know that time is of the essence when you're a mom of littles, and I want to get you as much bang for your buck here as you invest this 15-20 minutes with me today. So these energy hacks are going to be something that you can apply right away that I promise you will help boost your vitality and joy. And how do I know this? Because I practice every single one of them. Not always at the same time, but I definitely integrate them into my life depending on what season I'm in. So first and foremost energy hack for you, mama, so that you can feel more energized and have more vitality is to get enough sleep, right? Make sure you're getting enough sleep each night. I would suggest that you aim for 7 to 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep to help your body recharge and repair. Now, I know if you're a mom of a newborn or if you have a toddler who's still trying to figure out how to sleep through the night, this can be more challenging. It can be, easier said than done. But knowing that this is something that's going to give you back, right? That this is going to be something that's of utmost importance, looking at your current sleep schedule and seeing what you can do to make it more of a priority is the best way that you're going to get there. whether that means limiting all of your technology and anything with a blue light before you go to bed. That's going to help your body naturally fall asleep easier and better at night. Do you need to take a supplement like melatonin or add lavender into your room at night to help you rest? Do you need to have more support for your sleep? Do you need to ask your husband to help you more? These are just some simple suggestions and questions that you can ask yourself to make sure that you as a mama get this energy hack under control and get enough sleep. Tip number 2, coming at you, here we go, ladies, is to eat a balanced diet. That's right. Don't focus on the word diet. I didn't say go on a diet. Eat a balanced diet. So you've probably heard the key, moderation, right? Moderation is key. And what that looks like is to include whole foods, right? I like to keep it simple and have mamas just focus on the ones that God made, right? Such as fruits and vegetables, things from the earth, animals, lean proteins, whole grains, something that is God made, that is easier to digest and is going to give you that long lasting energy over time. Doesn't mean that you can't have little treats every now and then, but make it be not your staple and something that you have more as a treat. Overall, avoid processed foods and sugary snacks because even though they may give you that quick little energy boost, they are actually going to work against you and cause energy crashes. And that is not the kind of energy hack that you want. That's going to cause an energy flack. Hack number 3, also very simple, but so important, right? Is to stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. And no, I don't mean increase your energy drink intake. Most importantly is going to be to drink plenty of water and to do it throughout the day. I cannot tell you how often I emphasize this point with my husband. He's a teacher who works very often 7 to 8 hours away from home, and bless his heart, he drinks so little water because they don't get a lot of time to go to the bathroom. They don't get a lot of bathroom breaks. But he notices on days that he does drink more water, he just naturally feels better. So this is great because this is something that is a hack that is free and it's easy to instigate into your life. It's so important to keep your body hydrated and energized throughout the day with water because it literally gives fuel to your brain. So a brain that is suppressed and dehydrated is a brain that just does not function properly. And you need all of those neurons, right, connecting when you are a mom of littles. They need so much from you. So do your best, keep yourself hydrated, and set yourself up for success, whether it is doing a simple trick of just having a water bottle that you go to each day. I especially love those ones that have the little indicators on them that tell you how much water you've drank through the day. So it kind of sets up this challenge, for yourself and something that you can see yourself accomplish every day, which is also fuel for your body and your soul and your spirit because you're also accomplishing things that you set out to do. And that feels so good. Here we are, mama. We've made it halfway. We are at energy hack number 4. And I promise you might want to sit down for this one because I'm going to give you full permission to take breaks. That's right. You are totally allowed. Just like with our toddlers, sometimes as a disciplinary situation, we send them to a timeout or to take a time to pause, right? Take a time to breathe, get out of our emotions, get out of their emotions, right? Get out of that, whatever is driving them crazy, whatever's causing them to spiral and have this temper tantrum. Well, guess who else also needs that? You mama, you need to take short breaks throughout the day, and it can look as something as simple as taking 3-5 minutes to say stretch, walk around, clear your mind, take deep breaths. This is so important because it can help you stay focused and energized. I like to look at it as this 5 or 10 minute investment now is going to help me with the 30, 60 minute and plus later that I need to be firing, on all pistons, that I need to be focused, energized for my family, for my work, for myself. So give yourself this gift and make sure that you take these breaks and that you are intentional with them. What's really great is a lot of phones nowadays, they have the ability built right in to build these breaks in for yourself if you need that reminder. So it can be as simple as setting up reminders on your phone for your alarms to go off, or there's different apps that can also encourage you to take mindfulness or meditation breaks. So just make sure that you do this, that you choose a plan that works great for you, and that you just do it, mama, as Nike says. Hey, mama. Do you wish there was a way to stop feeling emotionally drained by your life as a mom of littles? Do you wish you could have more energy for your husband without constantly feeling just totally physically exhausted? I know what it feels like to want more from your life than just being a mom. I know what it feels like to be overwhelmed with, well, where to begin to stop the stress in my everyday life, and to have no idea what healthy habits to implement into my own home that'll actually make a difference. I also know what it feels like to be totally lost and how to create a realistic and sustainable plan that works for me in my home. And I know what it feels like to just think that you just can't be energetic while you parent a household full of littles that demand so much of you. At least one that doesn't rely on either coffee for energy or wine to distress. Am I right? Well, now I want you to imagine if you no longer felt completely exhausted at the end of your day. Imagine if you had the time to go on dates with your husband and you had the energy to give yourself some much needed me time. And if you had easy to implement systems and strategies that would allow you to be that energetic and vibrant mama you want to be, all at the same time while still raising your kids the exact way you want. Wow. I have great news for you. That's why I created the More Energy Method, a customized blueprint to clear your chaos and bring back more energy into your everyday life. It's where I teach you to decrease stress while increasing your energy. You will be able to stick with this super simple plan, tailor-made for you, by the way, that will establish new healthy habits that'll unlock energy without taking away focus from your kids or require huge commitments of time. You will walk away with crystal clear clarity of exactly what to focus on. You'll walk away with a plan that'll help you exactly know how to do it, and with the confidence as a woman, wife, and mother to make the changes you need to and keep them for good. So mama, if you're ready to stop feeling overwhelmed and exhausted the moment you wake up and instead feel rejuvenated throughout the day and go to bed satisfied, even as a busy mom of littles, then there's no time like the present to take this step for yourself when you right now can actually get 20% off during the month of April and May. This offer will expire come June 1st, and I think we can both agree you deserve this freedom right now. Plus, when you buy now, you get my special bonus where I show you exactly how to implement this blueprint with your husband and unlock his own energy too. So go, head to energyformoms.com. I even have the link below to make it very simple for you. It's time to lose the stress while gaining yourself back and have endless amounts of energy for yourself, your husband, and a life beyond just your littles. Hack number 5 for you. I gave you a little bit of a preview in the last tip, so we'll see how well you were listening. What did I encourage you at the end of that last tip to do? Practice mindfulness, right? So while you're taking those breaks every day, it could be something that you're actually doing physically, right? Again, I said walk around, stretch, move a little, but you can also in those minutes each day to practice mindfulness, to meditate, to pray, to think through your emotions, get something out that you've been holding on to all day that you just need to let go. This intentional time where you meditate and you really bring that mindfulness to your thoughts of what's going around, what's swimming around in your brain, it can actually help you reduce stress and increase feelings of calm and vitality. And really, it's by doing nothing other than just bringing a moment of pause, bringing a moment of peace. So why not grab some of these energy hacks and put them all together, right? If you think about the first 5, getting enough sleep, eating a balanced diet, staying hydrated, taking breaks, practice mindfulness, there's a few right there that you could put together. I know that there's been times where I have taken a break to walk and pray, and at the same time, I have a water bottle with me, so I'm drinking. So right there, boom, 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 you are taking 3 or 4 steps that are going to add more energy back into your life and make you feel like that mom and that woman that you want to be. Okay, mamas, we are winding down here with our final 3 tips. And tip number 6, an energy hack that I personally love so much, is to exercise regularly. Now, I don't know if the word exercise is like a swear word in your mouth or if it makes you want to puke, but I would argue that's probably because you have not found exercise that you feel good about doing. Exercise is simply movement, right? Is moving your body. And all you have to do is look at your sweet little baby or your toddler and see how much they love moving, right? They're always moving. They're moving their feet. They're moving their hands. They're trying to stand on their head, right? They're so body curious. And somewhere over our lives, we forget to be body curious. We forget to just enjoy and not judge ourselves. So I definitely want to encourage that you choose exercise that has no correlation or relation to any kind of a goal other than you feeling good in your body, right? So, hey, exercise is a vehicle, is a way to help you lose weight and feel better about yourself, but it's important that you do something that's going to make you feel good and not something that's going to feel like a punishment. So just to remember that exercise is a great way to increase your energy levels, and it actually helps boost your mood as well. If you need some kind of a target, some kind of a tactical way to go about this, I would say choose something that feels good that you can do every single day so that becomes a habit, and aim for at least 30 minutes. Energy hack number 7 is here, and it's all about doing kind of what you're doing right now, or I like to think of it that way. It's connecting with others, spending time with friends and family, or maybe podcast or private community groups online that lift your spirits and bring you joy. It's so important that we seek out those people that make us feel good about ourselves, that help us feel supported. Any kind of social connection that makes you feel energized is one that you want to laser in and focus on more. We definitely, if we thought about it, we can probably think of the friends that deplete us, or the people that we're around that deplete us, or even the social media that depletes us. So much of what I teach in my course, the More Energy Method, is not so much about not only what adds to our energy levels, but also let's focus on what depletes us, taking those things away so that you can sustain the energy you already have. Then let's build and focus on what fuels us later. So if it's easier for you to look at this one as, yes, you want to make sure that you connect with people that make you feel supported, but you also want to focus on what are those people or those connections that make you feel not supported? What are the ones that make you feel maybe bad about yourself, or you notice mom guilt coming up when you spend time with them? Plug those holes first. Stop connecting with those type of people, even if they're your family. You need to see that you are worthy of saying, I don't need this kind of influence in my life because it impacts who I am, and ultimately it impacts the kind of wife and mother you are, right? So we want to make sure that you protect and honor that space and put up those boundaries so that your focus and your energy is there and it's sustained over the long term. And last but certainly not least, we've made it here, ladies, all together. Energy hack number 8 is prioritizing self-care. It basically just means take time to care for yourself each and every single day. Every day is probably going to look a little bit different, because some things you can do for self-care looks like including activities in your day such as reading, taking a bath, or maybe getting a massage. Now, I don't know about you, but I personally can't get a massage every day, although I would certainly like that, but that doesn't mean that I can't have that be a part of my self-care routine. By prioritizing your self-care, you're actually recharging that battery, right? You're recharging your energy, and you're going to boost your overall well-being. And if you looked at these hacks in reverse, if you focused on this one first, more than likely you're going to have the energy that you need to then exercise, or to eat a balanced diet, or to practice that mindfulness that you want. So again, they're all very important. And what I would recommend to you is re-listen to this episode, press pause, and write out these 8 different energy hacks and choose which 2 you want to focus on right now and start making them a habit. And then you can start building upon it or incorporating them together. Like I shared in tip number 4, is start putting them together and seeing how all these things, when they're in balance, are going to help you become that mom that you want to be. Remember, mama, small changes can make a big difference in your life and your energy levels and your overall happiness. I'd encourage you to try incorporating these energy hacks into your daily routine and see how they can help you feel more vibrant and joyful. That's all I have for you today on today's episode. As a final thought though, I just want to remind you that by adapting these small changes, they can have a big impact on your life, right? By implementing these energy boosting hacks into your daily routine, you're going to immediately start to increase your happiness, your productivity, and your overall well-being, which is what so many of you tell me that you're looking for. So I want to implore you, I want to say, go give them a try and see how they can help you feel more vibrant and joyful, okay? And don't just do it, but share it. Let me know how you feel. Come join my free Facebook group where it's a collective group of moms that are all about finding balance, boosting their energy, and raising Jesus-loving littles. It's a supportive community that I've built on Facebook. It's private, and it is such a great way to be able to connect with moms who speak your own language and want to steer their motherhood in that way of being more energized and having it be something that's truly their own, something you get to build and no one else tells you how to do it. Another way you can let me know how you love this episode or which hack you're going to try is by going to leave me a Apple review on Apple Podcasts. Head on over, write me a quick review, and let me know, what did you think about this episode? Which hack did you love? Which hack would you suggest? Maybe give me some tips I can add in a future episode. When you write in there, that's exactly how I know how to make this podcast even better. And that's always my joy, and my heart is to make this a podcast that serves you and gives you exactly what you need. Again, thank you for tuning in to the Energized Mama podcast, and I'll see you next time.
Is infertility causing you emotional distress? How would you feel if I told you that you're not alone and that there is a brighter way out? I know, Mama, because I've been there. You'll learn how to reset your faith, your feelings, and your emotional twists and turns, and take inspiration from stories from other women. I want you to grab your copy of I'm Fruitful, an infertility support magazine that will help you rekindle your faith after infertility, forgive yourself, and experience grace after such a challenging experience. Join their IG community at I'm Fruitful of supportive women who have been through the same thing as you, as me, and you'll never feel alone again.